So, hi, Leilani. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So, thank you so much for chatting with me tonight. And really, tonight, we just want to hear what your experience has been as a Zeta Tau Alpha alum and also kind of your perspective on the benefits of serving the fraternity as an alumni. When you graduated, kind of did you jump into the alumni world right away or did it take some time and how did that happen?
Almost right away. There wasn't an alumni chapter in the town where I lived immediately when I graduated. And the first town I moved to that had one was Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was about 7 months pregnant and no kind of fun to be around at all. So I thought, as soon as I have this baby, then I'm going to go hang out with the alum and get started with that. And I had my son in February of 2002, and I joined the alumni chapter in May of 2002, and I've been a dues-paying member of a chapter, whatever city I was in, ever since. So.
And when you got involved, what did you see as the benefits of becoming a dues-paying alumni member?
Well, the first one, it felt really good to be connected again because I didn't know any of the women where I was, and I was still fairly close to collegiate age, and they knew what was going on with the local collegiate chapter and what advisor needs might be if I wanted to go down that road and just ways that we could serve. And because I was so new out of school, that was kind of where my heart still was. And so I was able to start getting involved. I started being an advisor.
Tell us about your experience serving the fraternity as an alumni officer. And then obviously, I know you've also served as a national officer. So sharing about those experiences would be awesome.
Okay. Well, I've served in a number of roles, all except for treasurer, which I think I even did that temporarily because I'm a yes person. If Zeta asks, I said yes. And that was great because it gave me something, as a stay-at-home mom at the time, it gave me something to do out. My whole life was my family. I had Zeta and I had stuff to do for Zeta. 5 years as a national officer, directly working with them, and I'm on the alumni engagement committee now, which we just kind of serve everybody. But yeah, I just have a real passion. Zetas forever.
And I know you've also served Panhellenic in the Charlotte region. Can you talk about that experience and the benefits of serving on Panhellenic?
Our group has 16 of the 26 national groups recognized.
Dude, it's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, well, and we have some others filter in and out occasionally, but that if there's not a collegiate chapter in the area, some of the alumni chapters have a hard time, and some of them really don't. They're really thriving, but to get to work with those women, and we do small fundraisers for scholarships, but the scholarships directly benefit women in our area. And we also kind of get the lowdown on what's going on in, Greek life around the world, because there are a number of national officers for their respective organizations too. Friendships beyond Zeta Tau Alpha, beyond the job I have now, beyond my family, being involved with Alumni Panhellenic too.
What piece of advice would you give a newly graduated Zeta Tau Alpha who is now venturing out into the real world?
Well, my number one piece of advice would be find your alumni chapter. And you don't have to jump in with both feet and be an officer and do everything they do. You don't have to go to anything. I mean, you could go to one or two things, but being involved in the alumni chapters has provided me a home, like just a little piece of home, no matter where I went. We moved to Phoenix, Arizona, where I didn't know a soul. And now I have friends in Phoenix, and I didn't have anybody in my area in Charlotte, North Carolina. And now I have hundreds of people that I can contact anytime.
You tap really well into like the benefit of joining an alumni chapter when you're new. My story is really similar. Meeting girlfriends as an adult is just very different than it is in college,
I know it's hard sometimes and it feels awkward because they feel like that a woman who's in her 40s or 50s might not understand what it was like for what they just went through, especially this year, because this year's so unique. Nobody knows what they've been
Yeah, nobody knows.
through. Nobody's been there yet. But I think if you can set kind of that fear that it's going to be awkward aside and just know that you are going to meet women who do share at least one thing in common with you, and that love for Zeta Tau Alpha, it would just mean the whole world of difference, I think, to you. To just don't expect it to be awkward. Expect it to be amazing. Expect it to be new sisters. Expect it to be new connections. And then if you love it, go back the very next event. If you're still kind of on the fence, take a month off, then go to the next one. But don't just fall away and just say, oh, well, I can just hang out with my collegiate sisters forever, because that's not the big picture of Zeta Tau Alpha and our sisterhood. We have so much more to offer than just that.
We go into it expecting and thinking that, oh, well, the collegiate experience was great, I'm good with that. But the alumni experience can add so much more.
Yeah.